Hola my friend, and welcome to everything you need to know about the 10 days Vipassana course. We're going to go through everything you need to know. So we're going to go through the Vipassana itself. What is it? How does it work? We're going to go through the course itself, the food, the timetable, what to prepare for, etc, etc. We're going to go through the code of discipline, which is something very important. We're going to go through the noble silence. Maybe you've heard of it, that you are not allowed to speak while you're there. And Alfin, I'm going to go through the rules and regulations. And at the end, I'm going to share with you tips that I have learned from my experiences of doing Vipassana that I really want to share with you to make sure or to help you get the most out of your Vipassana course. So yeah, welcome to. My name is Jonathan. This channel is called Be Happy, and let's just get started. What is Vipassana? Vipassana means to see things as they really are. Not as we want them to be, but as they really are. And the way that Vipassana works is in the interdependency there is between body and mind. So with our mind, we are going to focus our attention on different parts of our body where we're going to feel the sensations that are in that part of the body. When those sensations then come, we make sure to have a mind that is super equanimous. We don't react in any way. We don't react with craving, like, oh, I really want this. Ooh, sometimes you feel very good sensations and you really want that, but we don't do that. And we don't react with abortion neither, which is like, you know, when you meditate and you have back pain, the back, it hurts so much, but we don't want to avoid that either. So we're just completely equanimous, completely in balance throughout any sensations that is coming to us. And this is actually the way that we are cleaning our minds, believe it or not, simply by not reacting and allowing everything to come exactly as it is. We are cleaning our minds. And that's the goal of the Vipassana. The goal of Vipassana is the highest of spiritual goal. It is complete illumination, which means a pure mind. It is the complete purification of our mind. And what it means for us is that to be the human beings we really want to be the person that we really want to be balanced through life's difficulties, equanimous through life's difficulties, to be strong, loving, forgiving, compassionate, and inspired and creative. All of these things are literally just the consequences of having a pure mind. And this is a direct way of purifying the mind. Oh, they're doing fireworks here. So nice. Let's celebrate. This technique was given to us it was rediscovered by Gautama Buddha 2,500 years ago. And thanks to thousands of masters throughout thousands of years, we still have the pure technique that was given to us, that was taught by Gautama Buddha. And this is the technique, the Vipassana. So yeah, I'm very happy that you're here, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video about Vipassana, because I really want to help you get the most out of it. Not only do I have this video, there's a whole playlist about Vipassana that you can find on the channel Be Happy, so you really can come prepared and get the maximum benefits out of this wonderful Vipassana. What Vipassana is and what Vipassana isn't. For this, I'm literally just reading out loud what the webpage is saying. All of the information that I'm sharing here, you can find on the webpage, and I really recommend for you to go and read everything yourself. It's a very good read, and it's very nice to come prepared. Except for the tips at the end of the video, those you cannot find on the website. Those are in this video only. What Vipassana is. Vipassana is a technique that will eradicate suffering. It is a method of mental purification which allows one to face life's tensions and problems in a calm, balanced way. It is an art of living that one can use to make positive contributions to society. What Vipassana isn't. Vipassana is not a rite or ritual based on blind faith. It is not an intellectual exercise, nor for philosophical entertainment. Its purpose is not to cure disease. A Vipassana course is not a rest cure, a holiday, or an opportunity for socializing. Vipassana practice is not an escape from the trials and tribulations. Vipassana practice is not an escape from the trials and tribulations of everyday life. There you have it. The 10 days Vipassana course. The first thing to share about the Vipassana course is that it's absolutely free. You do not have to pay a single penny in order to do the course, which is amazing. No one has ever earned a single penny from one of these Vipassana courses, which means that it's not possible for corruption to step into this, because no one is earning everything. Everyone is doing what they're doing just from their own heart of actually wanting to share this wonderful Vipassana. That is how pure and that is how strong Vipassana is. At the end of the course, if you want, you can give a donation, which is always helpful. Or of course you can volunteer and like give your time and energy and resources like that. Now, at the Vipassana course, you're of course going to learn the Vipassana technique while you're there. And you're going to learn it like step by step, day by day. It's going to be a very slow process, but it's a very good process. It's really helping you slowly learning it. We are not rushing here. 1/3 of a Vipassana course will always be a practice of Anapana. Anapana meditation is simply meditation where we are observing the breath. We're observing it without controlling it or changing it in any way. Link in the description to a video where you can learn about Anapana meditation so you can start meditating it right away. All of the food at the center is vegetarian. And in my experience, it is amazing every single time. I've only gotten amazingly good food at the Vipassana Center, even though that, it's just people volunteering who are cooking the food with money that other people have donated, which is amazing. But the food is always good. I've only had good experiences with the food. Now for the timetable. And the timetable is one of those things that for many people probably is a little difficult because it's very, very strict. And we're just going to go through it as you see on the screen right now. 4 a.m. morning wake-up bell. 4:30 to 6:30, meditation in the hall or in your room. 6:30 to 8, breakfast break. 8 to 9 a.m., group meditation in the hall. Group meditation in the hall are actually very important. Now, one, it is the time in the day where everyone is there together. So we both got the volunteers, we got the people attending the course and the teachers. We are all there in the hall together. And also these meditations becomes very important later on, where we have to meditate with strong determination. So you cannot move or anything for that hour of meditation. It's very challenging, it's very fun, be very excited about it. 9 to 11 a.m. meditation in the hall or in your own room according to the teacher's instructions. 11 to 12, lunch break. 12 to 1 p.m., rest and interviews with the teacher. So this is the time when your day when we have a break, but if you have questions for the teacher, you can come in and talk one-on-one with the teacher. There's going to be a list where you can write your name on, and you can come in and you can ask your questions. And really, this can be questions about everything. This can be questions about, my back is hurting so much. I went in and I said, my back is hurting so much. Like, what am I going to do about it? Or like, hey, I'm falling asleep when I'm meditating. Like all of the challenges. Or if you have questions about the technique, of course, go in, ask the teacher. It's always very important that we feel secure in the technique and that we don't have any doubts and we don't have any questions. And so we go in and we ask so to clarify it so we can keep our practice pure as possible. 1 to 2:30 p.m. meditation in the hall or in your room. 2:30 to 3:30, group meditation in the hall. This is again one of those important meditations. 3:30 to 5 p.m. meditation in the hall or in your own room according to the teacher's instructions. 5 to 6 p.m. tea break. Now, there is no dinner. when we're doing a Vipassana course, there's no dinner. If you are like a first student, then you can enjoy some fruit and some tea. If you're an old student, you can only enjoy some tea. And also there's some lemon water, stuff like that. 6 to 7 p.m. group meditation in the hall. Again, one of those important meditations. 7 to 8:15 p.m. teachers' discourses in the hall. And this is where you're going to get the theory of Vipassana and learning about the technique. This is also where they're going to say, like, from now on, you're going to meditate like this, and etc., etc. Very important and very enjoyable. I really love it every time. It's the highlight of the day. 8:15 to 9 p.m. group meditation in the hall. 9 to 9:30, question time in the hall. So again, there's like a time at the end of the day where everyone can ask questions to the teacher. We come up one by one and everyone is sitting there and the teacher is sitting there and answering the questions out loud, which is very nice. It's very nice to listen to the other questions. Maybe they say something that you didn't think of or you couldn't put into words, or you were searching for some kind of answers and another one got it. So very important and very nice to stay there with everyone, and we are laughing together, and it's a very nice moment. It really is. 9:30, retire to room, lights out. Now that's the timetable of the Vipassana course. As you can see, it's very strict. It's many hours of meditating. You're meditating like 11 hours every single day. When the things are changing, you don't have to worry about it. When the things are changing, there's a big gong that's gonna be like gong, and you're gonna hear it wherever you are at the center. You're going to hear that gong, trust me. And it's always like, well, if you're meditating, well, then the gong says, well, now it's time for break. And if there's break, well, then the gong says that now it's time to meditate. Or the gong says that now we have to go and eat, etc., etc. So you don't need a watch. And I really recommend you not bringing a watch. It's nice just to be there and just not think about anything, not think about the time, but just being there and being present there. Now let's talk a little about commitments. Because doing a Vipassana course, there's actually lots of commitments. First of all, you have to commit to the Vipassana technique itself. You have, of course, taken 10 days off your busy schedule to come and learn this technique. So, commit to the technique. Commit to really learning and integrating the technique. And that brings me to number 2. Commit to... Wait, the dog moved the camera. Yeah. Which brings me to number 2. Commit to working hard. As I just said, you have taken 10 days out of your busy schedule in order to come here and learn the technique. Really, for your own sake, commit to work hard. The fruits that we receive is the fruits of our own work. So commit to working hard. Number 3, commit to stay throughout the whole course. The course is 10 days long, but if you're counting like the days of arrival and the days of departure, well, then the course is 12 days long. Commit to stay through the whole thing, which is very important, because when we come, we start to realize that we are not going to feel relaxed. We're actually going to feel a lot of pain. It's like, well, everything is worse now. But the reason why it's worse is because we have calmed down and allowed things to come up. So it feels worse. And then what some students have done and do is they say, well, this is clearly not for me because I'm feeling so bad. And then they're running away. But this is actually quite dangerous, because when we are there, we are like, the way that they themselves put it into words, as in Cuenca, is he says that we are doing we're doing a surgery. We're doing a surgery, a deep surgery in the subconsciousness of our mind. We're literally opening up our mind in order to really penetrate the layers of awareness. And if I am leaving before the surgery is done, well, it's quite dangerous, because I'm wide open and things can come my way and it can be very uncomfortable for me. It's not life-threatening dangerous, of course, but it is dangerous. So it's very, very important that when you go, that no matter what, you commit to stay for the 10 days. It's going to be difficult, but it's also going to be those things that when you have done it, it's going to be such a good feeling afterwards. Really commit to stay throughout the whole 10 days. Commit to respectfully follow the code of discipline. And we're going to get to the code of discipline in a minute, and you're going to hear all about it. One of the things about it is the noble silence. Commit to follow all of the rules and regulations there is. And there is a lot of rules and regulations. And you may not agree with all of the rules and regulations, but it's still important to respectfully follow. You can always go and ask the management if you have any questions, or you can ask the teacher. Again, it's very important that we don't have any doubts in our mind. And I can see it's getting a little dark, so I have to turn on the light. Mental health issues. It has happened, and it happens, that students come with a certain expectation that the Vipassana is going to cure all of their mental health issues. And it is not so. Actually, what might happen is that the mental health issues may resurface yet again, because we're working so deeply in the mind. It may resurface while you're at the course or afterwards, so one has to be very careful. The Vipassana is not a substitute for medical treatment or for psychiatry treatment in any way. If one has significant mental health issues, it's not recommended to go to a Vipassana course. The code of discipline. All Vipassana students, all who attend a Vipassana course, must consciously follow these 5 precepts throughout the whole duration of the course. This is where it gets good. 1. To abstain from killing any being, even mosquitoes. 2. To abstain from stealing. 3. To abstain from any sexual activity. 4. To abstain from telling lies. 5. To abstain from all intoxicants. But I cannot smoke weed and get drunk while I'm doing the Vipassana course. Surprise! Then I'm not going. This is actually really, really important because this is the foundation of the Vipassana practice. This is called Sila. And Sila means moral conduct, which means that we have to live in a moral way. We have to live in a pure way in order to purify our minds. Well, it's kind of like one is two, right? So this is the foundation of the whole practice. When we are sitting and meditating, we are practicing what's called Samadhi. And Samadhi means concentration. And in order to concentrate, we need to live in a pure way. We need to live in a moral way. Because if I'm out killing people or stealing from people, well, then I cannot concentrate my mind. I cannot calm my mind simply because of the karma that I am creating for myself. And we need to have Samadhi, a good concentration, in order to have Pañña. And Pañña is the wisdom of insight. And Vipassana is about the wisdom of insight. We are purifying our minds, we are learning about nature, we are learning about Dhamma, we're learning about ourselves through personal experience, through the insight of wisdom. In order to have insight of wisdom, it's very important that we are living morally, so that we can concentrate, so we can have insight of wisdom. So Sila is the foundation of everything, Samadhi is the concentration, and Pañña is the wisdom of insight. Very important, but you're gonna learn more of that in the course también. The noble silence. Here we are, the noble silence. For me, it was actually when I heard the noble silence things, that was the thing for me that was like, I wanna do this, I have to do this, I have to do Vipassana. I love it absolutely. What does noble silence mean? Noble silence means silence through body, mind, and speech. We're not allowed to communicate with any of the other participants. We are allowed to communicate with the management if we have like any questions, or with the teacher if we have any questions. But it is very much recommended that we don't communicate at all with anyone. Don't even make eye contact. Don't even make hand gestures. It is complete silence. It is noble silence. Silence of body, mind, and speech. And why this? This is actually very, very important for the practice. This is so important because only because we have that noble silence can we actually penetrate those layers of awareness. Can we penetrate our mind? By being silent, can we work profoundly? Because when we're speaking, what we're doing, it's like, well, I go and meditate and I have a meditation and it was a certain way. And then I go to another one and I was like, how was your meditation? And the other one was like, ooh, I had such wonderful sensations throughout my whole body. It was wonderful. And I'm like, wow, you have wonderful sensations. I only have back pain. You know, it's not going. Like our practice will completely die by sharing. And it's the same many ways. By sharing, we're killing the experience. We're taking away from the experience. But by us just keeping it with ourselves, we go profound in the experience. Noble silence is very, very important, and it's very recommended to, really take that one seriously. And it also comes to like, for the love of God, and I've said this before and I'm gonna say it many times again, really, really, really take advantage of the time you have there. Where else in life do you have the opportunity to be silent for 10 days? I don't know where else we can do that. You have the opportunity to be silent for 10 days, to really, really work hard on yourself. Take the opportunity that has been given to you. Really, really take it. Work hard. Now, before getting to the tips that I really hope is going to help you get the most out of your Vipassana, we're going to have to go through rules and regulations. That's the only thing that's left. But before that, I really want to ask you, please give this video your like. And if you want, subscribe to the channel. As said before, not only do I have this video, there's a whole playlist here for you about Vipassana. Also about my Vipassana experience, about how to come prepared for Vipassana. I really, really want you to get the most out of your Vipassana. That's why I have made all of these videos. I really made it for you with the thought of you to really get the most out, because Vipassana is a wonderful technique. It is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful technique. And I also want to share that with my fiance, we did a Vipassana course together, and we're practicing Vipassana now. With my fiance, we have made a YouTube channel that's called Meditate with Us. Para la gente que están hablando español, se llama Meditar con Nosotros. Pero no tengo los videos de Vipassana en español, lo siento, hermanos, solamente Meditar con Nosotros. So come and visit Meditate with Us. The whole goal is that we are your companions in meditation, because it's so difficult to meditate by yourself. So we have constructed these beautiful videos with like a beautiful view and lots of beautiful sounds for you to really feel there in nature with us and meditating with us. So you're not meditating alone, because that's the difficult thing about it, that we're doing it alone. But no, you are not. If you want, you can come and you can meditate with us. Now, back to the video. Rules and regulations. There's a lot of rules and regulations, and it's very, very important to understand that all of this has been made with the student in mind. So it's not rules and regulations that comes from like traditions or at the benefits of the teacher or anything like that. It is solely for the benefits of the students. Now there's lots of rules and regulations, and you may not agree with all of the rules and regulations. Y está bien, that's fine. But it's still very important that you're respectfully following all of the rules and regulations, por favor. So yeah, let's just get through it. Acceptance of teacher and technique. Now this is not a rule, but it's still very, very important. When you're there, you have to declare your willingness to follow all of the instructions and guidance of the teacher. It's very, very important. It's very important for the success of your Vipassana meditation that you have trust and faith in the teacher, the teachings, and the technique. And in yourself, of course. Other techniques, rites, or forms of worship is not allowed. Now there's a lot of stuff here, so I am just going to read it out loud. All forms of prayer, worship, religions, ceremonies, other forms of meditations, healing, and spiritual practices is not allowed. Also fasting, burning incenses. Also fasting, burning incenses, rapé, reciting mantras, singing and dancing is neither allowed. And all of this is not to condemn any of the other religions, it's not to condemn any other practice, nor any other meditation technique. It's really not to condemn anything of it. When you are not at the Vipassana Center, you are free to do whatever you want. But you are here at the Vipassana Center to learn Vipassana. So it's really important that you're giving Vipassana a fair chance. If you go there and you're mixing your Vipassana with mantras and with some other spiritual healing, etc., like if you're mixing everything, how are you going to know that it was Vipassana that really, really worked for you? Well, not saying that the other things didn't work, but like, how are you going to know that Vipassana works? How are you going to know the benefits that you got directly from Vipassana? We have to keep it like a first-hand experience, so it's very important that we are giving Vipassana a fair trial. Also, if you are mixing everything, it's actually quite dangerous. Now, I cannot give you more information about that because I don't know. This is just what the teacher have said, that it's dangerous and it can be difficult to get the students out of it, because I don't know, but they say that it's dangerous, so I thought that I wanted to say it. Separation of man and woman. This was very difficult when I was there with my fiancée. I was looking at her a lot, which was not allowed, but I was still looking at her a lot. Yes, men and women are separated. We have our own room and the women have our own room. We have our own common area and the women have their own common area. If you're there with friends and families or a couple, as I was with my fiancée, very difficult not to look at her all of the time. But it's very important that you're not the noble silence, right? Don't contact each other. Don't give each other's eyes. Don't do any of that. Just really be there for yourself and allow them to have their space. Because it's also difficult if you're there and you feel in the need of crying or whatever, and you're like, yeah, but my friend is here, my brother is here, sister, cualquier, whoever it is, right? Like, really give them that space, and also give yourself that space for you to go through whatever you have to go through. Very important. And stay in the common areas. You're not allowed to leave the common areas. Stay in the common areas. Oh, it's got dark now. Look at that. We started the video when it was bright, but it gets so dark quickly here. Entertainment not allowed. Music, writing, reading, etc. is simply just not allowed. 100% of your energy should be given to the Vipassana meditation. As said many times now, you are there to learn the Vipassana meditation, the Vipassana. Dedicate your time, your energy to really learn it, to integrate it. The one who gets the wonderful fruits of Vipassana is you, and the fruits are equal to your own honest effort. Clothing. Simple, modest, and comfortable clothes should be worn. Tight, transparent, revealing, striking clothes such as shorts, short skirts, etc. is not allowed. And they're very serious about this. When I came to the course one time, I actually had shorts on because I was like, yeah, well, I'm going to change later. I didn't think that would be like that. But one of the management actually came up to me and he was like, hey, please, will you change into some pants because it goes against the rules and regulations. So they actually take it very seriously, and for very good reasons también. If my fiancée, she was wearing like a short skirt, I would not be able to concentrate at all. I would be looking at her all of the time. Religious objects, rosarias, religious objects, crystals, talismans, etc. should not be brought to the site. And this is again like Vipassana is a universal tool for universal suffering. So we all come there as humans and not as our religion, etc., etc. So keep those things at home, not at the Vipassana center. Again, it's really not to condemn any of it. If you're religious or whatever you are, like, very nice. I hope that your practice makes you very happy, and I hope that it's a big quality in your life. It's just not what this is about, right? Like, we're here for the Vipassana. So let's dedicate and focus on the Vipassana. When we get home, we can do all of the stuff that we want to do. You cannot leave the center, and you have to respectfully follow all of the rules and regulations, the timetable, etc. Very, very important. Of course you have to do that. One of the agreements is that by following the rules and regulations, timetable of the Vipassana course, then you're allowed to get all of the food and the shelter for free. Like, everything is free. The only thing that it requires is your own dedication to learning the Vipassana. That's how wonderful it is. If you feel for some reason that you cannot follow all of the rules and regulations, the code of discipline and the noble silence and the timetable that is at the Vipassana course, then it's better not going. Because if you cannot follow it and you go anyway, well then it's just going to be a frustrating experience for you, and you're going to disturb all of the other students that are working really, really hard. So it's just better not to go. If you feel later on that, well, you can follow it, well, then apply and come and enjoy. And watch this video again. And watch the other videos that I have made too, because then I get more views. Tips for you to get the most out of your Vipassana course. Finally, here we are. All of these tips are from my own personal experiences of doing Vipassana. It is also from my fiance, who's also done Vipassana. We sat down and we were like, what are like the best tips we want to give? So here they come. Tip number 1, stay away from the bed. I've said it before and I will say it again. Por favor, for the love of God, stay away from the bed. I see so many people each and every time, each and every day, that they go in the breaks, especially in the morning, and they go and they sleep in their bed. And then they get so tired that even when we're supposed to meditate, they're still sleeping in their bed. Please do not do this. I know the temptation is there. It's like, oh, you see the other one who goes in and sleep in the bed, and you're like, oh, I also really want to sleep in my bed. Stay away from the bed. If you go and sleep in the bed, what's going to happen? You're going to wake up and you're going to be even more tired. And then you cannot meditate. And then you cannot practice Vipassana profoundly as you have to. You cannot work hard because you're so tired. And then the next day, you're going to go and you're going to stay in the bed again. You're going to sleep in the bed again. Then you're going to sleep when you have to meditate. No, for the love of God, stay away from the bed. We're there to work hard. And I know the temptation is strong. Like sitting up and meditating 11 hours every single day, your back is going to hurt a lot. Your whole body is going to hurt a lot. And it's so tempting to lay down in the bed. Don't do it. Believe me or not, that pain that you're feeling is actually at your service. It is actually there to serve you, and it's a big part of the meditation practice. And if you go and meditate in the bed or sleep in the bed, you're actually robbing yourself from what to say, like the profoundness of the meditation, because it's really at our service. I have made another video that's called How to Get the Most Out of Your Vipassana Practice. Well, how to get the most out of your Vipassana course, where we're talking about exactly this. more in depth. We're talking more about these tips that we also have here and some more tips. Really good video, recommend, link in the description. Of course, go and check it out to really get the most out of your Vipassana and to give me likes and views, of course. Take advantage of the resting time. This one is very important. This one's from my fiance, because when it is resting time, don't go to the bed. She would be like, let me wash my clothes, let me do this, let me do this, do that. And she was doing a lot of stuff in her break time. And I don't know what she was doing. This is hers. I don't know what she was doing, but she did a lot. So when it was time for her to take a break, she only had like 10 minutes. Then she had to go and meditate again. Take advantage of your break time. Don't go to the bed, of course, but stay out in nature. Sit and relax in a chair. Lay down on the grass. If you're gonna fall asleep, at least fall asleep outside in the grass where you can hear the birds. At least be outside and really rest. Really, when we're working hard, there's a time for working hard, there's a time for resting. There's time for yin and there's a time for yang. It's actually the other way around. Yang is working and yin is resting. Number 3. Stay for afternoon question time in the hall. Now, I've already talked a little about this, and it's really something that I recommend. When I did my first Vipassana course, I did not do this because I did it in Latin America, and I did not speak Spanish, so I was like, well, it's not helping me to sit here. But later on, now that I speak Spanish, it's actually really nice to sit there in the hall, I have discovered, because you're sitting there with everyone. And as I mentioned before, it's like someone may ask a question that you also had, but you didn't quite know how to ask it. You didn't quite have the question, but then someone comes and you're like, oh yeah, that's right, like I was thinking about that. And then you get the answer. It's really valuable. Also, you may give a question, like the answer is an answer that someone else also needed. And also, it's just the reason why I love it so much and why I do it every single time now, like every day, is because everyone is there. Like, not everyone, but like the most people are there. And we are then all there in the room. We're listening to the teachers and we're laughing together, right? So, and if someone says something, you go like, ah, and someone else will go, ah, it's like, it's a moment that we have together as a group. And it's very powerful. It's very enjoyable. It's very enjoyable. Brings us to number 4, ask questions if in doubt. This one is very important. Of course, if you have any questions, if you're in doubt, ask the questions. If we're in doubt, but we're not resolving the doubt, well, then the doubt is just going to grow. Then we're gonna hesitate, and maybe this technique is not for me, or maybe the technique doesn't work, whatever it is, or these regulations are so stupid. It's better to go and ask. I actually went once, and I said, I feel like I'm doing the technique wrong. And then the teacher asked me, well, what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm doing this and this and this. Yes, you're doing it wrong. It was horrible. It was horrible. I didn't done it wrong for such a long time. But it was really good that I went, because I learned that I did the technique wrong. And I asked the teacher then if she could be so kind that we could meet afterwards in one of the breaks where I could have like more time with her. And then I sat and I talked with her for like half an hour to really like understand the technique, to understand what did I do wrong and how do I do it right. And well, thanks to her and to her kindness, it was very enjoyable to sit there and talk with her too. She was very kind. I got the technique, and it was like, I felt like, yeah, now I'm starting to get it. So very important. If in doubt, ask questions. You never know. It's better to ask one question too many than thousands too little. There you go. Quote Jonathan Riemer. Now for the 5th and last tip that I have for you in this video, and this is also the most important one. Work hard and really take advantage of the moment. I've said this many times throughout the video, but it's very important. Just think about it. Where else do you have 10 days where you can go with no phones, with no books, no TVs, no music, no nada, nothing, no distractions whatsoever? You can be in silence, in noble silence for 10 days to just work on yourself. How often can you do that? Where else in the world can you do that? It's such an amazing opportunity, and it's free. It's free. It's such an amazing opportunity that you have to really work on yourself, to really go deep within yourself. Really take advantage of this opportunity and work hard, work dedicatedly, really work dedicatedly, the fruits we are receiving is solely the fruits of our own earnest efforts. This is very important to understand. We're receiving the fruits of our own efforts. And what's also important to understand, the fruits that you're receiving is not only for you. It's not only for you. Every single human being in your life will benefit from the fruits of your hard work, from the fruits of your practice. So work hard, because everyone will enjoy your fruits. Your family, your friends, your loved ones, your children, your grandparents, everyone. My life after having done Vipassana, my relationship with my fiance after we did Vipassana together has deepened itself so profoundly that we could only wish for before. The consequences are beautiful. The fruits are beautiful. So really, 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 really grab the opportunity. Take advantage of it. Work hard and give it everything you have. And please give this video your like. And if you want, subscribe to the video. Again, there's a whole playlist about Vipassana. If you feel like you want to meditate, link in description to the Anapana video and link in description to the Meditate with Us, Meditar con Nosotros en Español, where you can go and you can meditate with my fiance and I. And yeah, we're excited to see you there, and I'm excited to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful, wonderful Vipassana. I love you. Have a blessings day. Be happy. Ciao.
To come out of the bondages, the shackles, the chains of ignorance, of craving, of aversion, to enjoy real peace, real harmony, real happiness. May all of you enjoy real peace, real harmony, real happiness.